What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Demo's Diecast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Got a special brand new opening. Just received this in the mail the other day. The new Hot Wheels Elite64 Pandem 240Z. So that's going to be today's video. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Just like we talked about in the intro, today's video is going to be the new Elite64 Pandem Datsun 280ZX. Super excited to get this one. This was a pre-order. It was ordered quite a while ago. Took a while to ship. This is the number 9 installment in the Elite64 series. We have all of the other Elite64s, at least that I have, back here on display. I'm not really going to do too much with those, just kind of brought them out to show off a little bit of their special features in case you're not familiar with the Elite64 line. But yeah, let's take a quick look at this one. We'll go ahead and pull this out of the blister, take a look at it on the card, and then we will crack it and take a close-up look. So card is super nice. Looks like it's about the size of a premium. They use the premium blisters on these, so really nice card art there. The card itself is kind of like a matte, whereas the picture of the Z is like a gloss. It looks like a sticker, but it's actually not. It's just printed in gloss on there. So I think that's pretty cool. It's just something that stands out, looks a little bit different. Yeah, so all in all, super cool. You do get dual-sided blisters with these, so you get the front side of the blister, and then you can also see the car through the back. A little bit of information here on the Pandem Datsun 280Z. Country of origin, Japan, of course. Produced from 1975 to 1978. Length of 183.55 inches. Width 75.13 inches. Height 48.27 inches. And 2,900 pounds is the weight. Transmission, Getrag 6-speed manual. So, super sick there. Let's go ahead and rip this open. Take a closer look. And there it is. This thing is really, really, really nice in hand. The pictures definitely did not do this one justice. Super, super impressed with my initial look-see of this in hand and out of the package. Really, really nice. This car was also debuted at SEMA in real life this year. So they did have this car in the Toyo Tires booth. There was a few different cars that Hot Wheels has made that were in that booth. So super sick to see them drop this. Let's take a closer look at all of our details and see what we got here. So right off the bat, I'm sure most of you stands out the beautiful gold-faced 6-spoke wheel with that beautiful polished lip. You do get some nice lug nut details in there as well. Super sick front and rear. Doesn't look like we're going to have any brake calipers or rotors or anything like that behind it, but still super, super dope. You do got some stickers back here, your Toyo Tires branding. You got your Rocket Bunny branding there. Nice Rocket Bunny black over fenders here. No indication of rivets on this one, so not the greatest door handle detail there. I mean, there's a little bit of texture, but I wouldn't even call that a door handle. Down here, you've got some more branding, Kyoto, Hot Wheels branding. You got your Work Wheels branding. Super sick. On the front there, what does that say? You got another Rocket Bunny and Pandem branding here on the front. Nice over fender again. Again, no indication of any rivets or anything like that holding it on. You do get really nice lensed headlights on this. I mean, I guess the intention was for them to be really nice. I feel like the lens itself is kind of cloudy. It looks like there's some glue marks here and there. Paint isn't 100% right here. Of course, I am zooming in quite a bit, so it looks a little bit more exaggerated than it does from a distance. But yeah, I feel like this area could be cleaned up a little bit. We'll take a look at the front. You do get a nice front mount back there. Rocket Bunny branding again on the front. This headlight looks a little bit better as far as like the surroundings. It's still kind of cloudy. It does have like a smoke tint to it, but it's just kind of cloudy, and I feel like there's some glue marks and stuff. So I mean, it is what it is. Again, it's a 164, but I think for the price point, they should be stepping up on stuff like that. You should get a little bit better quality control on these lights and whatnot, but just my opinion. You do get some detailed windshield wipers there on the cowl. Venting on the hood, so that's actually open, so that's pretty sick. The hood does not open on this, but that is actually vented inside. Looks like there's something down there underneath the hood if you were to drill this, so that's actually pretty cool. Good detail on that. Again, same thing on the other side, all of the same branding, same wheels, everything like that. So take a look at the rear. You do get really nice lens taillights with your red stoplight, and then you get an amber blinker. You do get your Nissan branding on the duckbill there, so that's sick. Exhaust detail, not too crazy, nothing really outrageous, just kind of a black exhaust. Take a look at the base for any details that you guys might want on these, but pretty good detail underneath. You do have your downpipe coming out here into your exhaust, cat all the way out through your muffler. No drivetrain detail really on this one. I guess you get a drivetrain right there, a drive shaft and a rear differential, but nothing too crazy. This one is riveted, and I think the special feature on this one is camber, just like on the Toyota Chaser back here. But yeah, all in all, super sick. Yeah, so when that wheel goes up, so you can see there, so hanging like so, holding it, you've got that gap, but when you put this down on the ground, boom, you get that camber, and it slammed up in there. Same thing with that front, so that's actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Take a look at the inside. I don't think there's too much crazy detail. The interior itself looks good. That shifter looks good. I do like the dash and the, you know, how you can see the texture and everything for like gauges and stuff right back here. But it doesn't look like they gave it any paint or anything like that. You do get like a 3-piece style steering wheel, so that's pretty sick, pretty detailed there. Seats look pretty detailed, but again, there's no paint to like differentiate anything or make anything stand out. No decals or anything like that. I don't see a cage in there either, so yeah, there's that back window. You're not going to get any defrosters or anything on that, but all in all, actually, this is like a really sick car. The car in real life is actually super sick, and then I'm actually really impressed with Hot Wheels version of it. So I guess the major question would be, at the price point for something like this, you're looking at $20 plus shipping. Would you get a nicer model from a Tarmac Global 64 for $20? Innos you generally don't find around 20, but I feel like a Mini GT, a Global 64, maybe even a Kyosho. Trying to think of some other brands out there. I feel like there's a few other brands that you could spend $20 and get just as nice, if not a nicer car. But for Hot Wheels and for their line, I'm not mad at it. I do think it's executed well. But to be honest with you, there are better brands out there, or brands for the same price or cheaper, that are going to give you better details. So, but I don't really have any knocks on this car. I do understand the price point of them and everything like that, but I do like the Elite64 line and what Hot Wheels is doing with it, so I will support, at least on cars that I like. So we'll go ahead and set this one back there, and let's see if you guys can kind of see. So I'll get a video after I pull the camera off the rig here, so we can kind of take a look at that camber and how it works, but that's actually pretty sick. It's a little bit more cambered than what the Chaser was, but just a quick rundown of the other Elite64s. I did not get the Porsche off-road. I just wasn't feeling that one. We did do a video on this Audi RS7, so if you're interested in seeing real details on this, go back and check that one out in the past videos. But this is a great example of a RS7. Really happy with this one. Feel like they could have did lens taillights on this as well as lens headlights, but it is what it is. So set that one back. The Land Rover Defender 90 pickup. This one is super dope. I love the wheels on this one. I think they got that right with the tires. The detail in the back with the radiators, spare tire back here. They actually did put a rail rider on the back, so that's super dope. Rear bumper, good detail. Just painted taillights on the back, nothing lensed. Front end, you do get lensed headlights on this one. You got the fog lights, tow hook. You got your Range Rover badge hiding in the back there that you can see straight through the grill. So yeah, this one's actually pretty dope. Off-road lighting up top. This one's super sick. I was really impressed with this. We also had the Mustang, the custom Mustang with the removable front end. This one is super dope as well. So super sick here. Again, on this one, they just gave us a resin printed engine with some chrome on the turbos and intakes. I feel like for an Elite64 series, if they want to stay at this price point but then entice people to buy, I feel like things like these got to be more detailed. You've got to have painted engine bays. You've got to have chromed out exhaust manifolds. You've got to have painted filters. There's so much that they could have done just in small details on this engine that would have just made it 10 times better. So I think if they're going to stick with this and this line is going to continue, I think they're going to have to step up on some detail points on some of these cars. So, but that one is really dope. I do love the fact that the engine cover comes off on that. Super sick. We also had the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Aventador. This one, again, super sick. Full wide body. They didn't give us any texture or anything for the rivets, but they are there. They gave us little paint dots, so at least gives the idea of rivets. This one is a great example. Super sick. And yeah, you got the removable bumper with the twin turbo setup. Really, honestly, you can't. This one right here is probably my favorite. You also do get the removable engine cover on this one as well. So we'll get that out of there. You can see that engine with the engine brace and then your twin turbo setup down here in the back. So out of all of them that have released, this one is probably still going to be my favorite. Super crazy. But I would say it's between that one, the Chaser, and the Z now. So then the Chaser was the first one to release. It's actually number 2 in the series, but it was the first one that they released. Initially, when I saw the pictures of this one, I wasn't a fan. Once a couple buddies got one in hand, I looked at it and I thought, wow, this is crazy. I got to definitely grab this. So lens taillights aren't that great, right? There's no detail as far as reverse lights, blinkers, or anything like that. But you do get the JDM rear plate. You got your Toyota badge. You got your drift style spoiler. You got your exhaust poking out the back, exhaust running down the bottom. This one is cambered as well. So this one is not loose like the Z is. So this one's just going to be cambered like so. It's not crazy camber, I'm not going to lie, but it is there. So you got some blue 5-spoke like Advan style wheels. This one also has a separate piece for the front canard there. And then lensed headlights, Greddy front mount, your Chaser badge, some black venting on the hood. This one also got really good detail on the interior. So you got the Halo style race seat with a cage. And I think this one had some other details I want to say inside. Yeah, so I'll zoom in real quick. The interior on this one, you can see the dashboard is pretty detailed. Again, not like painted, but a lot of texture to it, so you can kind of tell what you're looking at. But all in all, super sick. And then you got that nice roll call right here down the side skirt. Super dope. And last but not least, the first number 1 in the series, but the second that was released is the Mercedes. This one is the 300 SL on here. This one does have opening doors, so that's pretty sick. It does come with a cage as well. And on this one, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's some really nice detail on the interior on this. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, so you can see those gauge clusters are all painted up. Even if there's not like numbers and everything on there, they're painted a different color of the dash, so it makes it stand out just that little extra bit. Shifter is not as nice in this one as it was in some of the others, and then you do get some harnesses painted on the seats there as well as a cage inside. So super sick. All in all, really happy with the pickup. If you are on the fence about this one, I would say go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm pretty sure these are still available on Mattel's website. But yeah, all in all, really excited. I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera off the rig, and then I will show you guys what this looks like on the ground, kind of stanced out with its full effect. So, all right, so here's a shot of our Z down low. As you can see, full roller, no issues there. I guess because of the way they set up the camber on this, that rear wheel is kind of wobbly, so that is kind of disappointing. But you can see there how that camber and how that rear wheel has that extra gap there. So super sick. You can get that toothpick up underneath there, and then same on this side. You can just see how it's all cambered out, full roller. Again, I don't know what they did with the camber or how they achieved it, but it does leave that front. It leaves the wheels a little bit wobbly, so that's kind of unfortunate. But all in all, you can kind of get the picture and see. So super sick there. Really impressed with the camber on this one. I just wish the wheels were a little bit more stable and not as wobbly. So all in all, great pickup. Really happy to add it to the collection. Super sick. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hope everybody had a great weekend out there. Great Memorial Day weekend. Extra day off. Hope everybody had a safe one. Enjoyed themselves. Stay tuned. We got some videos coming up for later on in the week, and we'll just keep pushing through. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the Pandem Z, and then how it stacks up compared to some of the other Elite 64s, if you have any of these, or if you plan on getting some now that you've seen a little bit of a review on them. So thanks again for tuning in, guys, and we will see you on the next one. One love.